อืมครับสวัสดีครับ
Sawadee.
How are you
So
Walter?
lovely to see you. I'm so happy to see you.
Happy.
My day is filled with happiness. So thank you. Khop kun kap.
ครับครับขอบคุณมากครับผมครับก็ยินดีครับ
Can you
I really
can you hear me? Okay.
Yes, it's okay. I can hear you. What about my
Good.
Okay, good sign นะ
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, very good sign. Very good sign. Thank you so much for your kindness to present this. So I'm very grateful.
Today we talk it's so long time นะ It may be 2 or 3 hours.
I'm very happy.
Oh, really? I'm very happy too. Okay. Shall we start? Huh?
Yes.
Okay, before it's so late.
No, that's fine. I know it's a little, you are a little different in your time. Yeah, I will read.
Can you see this PowerPoint?
Yes. So if we show this Vipassana-Nana16 to someone who has no experience,
Yes. And
you will see this Dhamma like a plaster Buddha image. I understand. Yeah.
Yes. I record our discussion on today. I record
Thank you.
to be
Thank
a
you.
video, and then you can use this video another time when you come back to what happened in your Vipassana Yan.
When I practice, for sure. And I will also take sometimes just a little note.
I will share PDF file to you, Walter, and it makes you easy.
Thank you.
You don't need to write it.
Okay. Thank you.
And just understand if have something don't understand, ask me all the time. Nah?
Okay, I will ask.
And the first thing we have to remind, because we practice Rupachan and Arupachan already, so now we can practice Vipassana Yan. If we show this Vipassana Yan to someone who have no experience, as I like on the slide, he will see Dhamma like a pastor Buddha image.
True. So true. I totally understand.
And he cannot reach to the value of the Dhamma, even though he know the value of Vipassana Yana 16. That is that knowledge. It's that knowledge. It's not enlightenment.
Yes.
Yeah. So he cannot reach to Nibbana. Do you understand this?
I totally understand.
Oh, thank you. Okay.
It's beautifully. Yeah, I will also tell you with the writing if I can understand. Just yes. So I understand.
And this is a glow Buddha image for present for today. Before Buddha image to be gold, the gold under the plaster exterior was found in 1954.
Oh.
Yeah, before it's a plaster Buddha image. And Buddha gold image inside, huh? And then one need to move. Then plaster is cracked down on the tip, and then they see the inside of Pastor Buddha image is a gold.
So it is the same, yeah, that if you just, most people just see the plaster, but actually inside is the true Buddha.
Yes. Until they practice, they can know the value inside of themselves. Is a Buddha. Everyone can be the Buddha, as you say. I see. Everyone can be the Buddha.
Everyone.
Yeah, it's a real.
It's real. Yes,
Yeah.
I know. I really understand that.
Yeah. So how can we see our spiritual value inside ourselves? This is a question. We will answer this question today, 2 or 3 hours from this. Yes, we practice Rupa Chan, Arupa Chan. Now, if we need to see the value, spiritual value inside of us, we have to practice Vipassana-Nana16. Uh, in the sutta, you can see many Vipassana-Yana. It should be 73 maybe in sutta.
Yes.
But today we consolidate.
Yeah.
We know
To the
that
16.
yeah, this 16 is enough to enlightenment or for Nibbana. Yes. First, just as we have 16, right? One is Nama Rupa Parichet Yaan, Pachaya Parikha Yaan, Samatana Yaan, Uttapaya Yaan, Pankha Payayaan, Atinava Yaan, Nippita Yaan, Munjitu Kammayata Yaan, ปฏิสังขายานสังขารุเปกขายานอนุโลมยานโคตรภูยานมัคคยานภรยานปัจเจเวคขณยาน that's it and when I start this I don't need to remember
Good.
because
Good.
it's so many but when I practice again and again and again and again then I can remember this that is good that is good
That I understand too.
yeah.
I don't know them all at the moment, so I'm coming with a very fresh mind. But
Yeah.
I know the 16, and I know that up to enlightenment is 60, and that 16 is like Nirodha and Anika and dukkha. That there are many stages, and maybe some stages can be short and some stages may be long time to do.
Yes, July started. And we will start from the first one is Namarupa
Namarupa.
Ketayaan. And when I write is like a enlightenment. But when you see someone use knowledge, not enlightenment. For today, we just use that knowledge.
Knowledge, yeah.
I appreciate to use enlightenment because when we complete this, we have to enlightenment loop and now.
Yes.
The first yana. And as I mentioned before, when we practice Rupa Chan, we know about body and form. When we practice Rupa Chan, we know about mind and formless already. Now it includes 5 khandha. You know 5 khandha or 5 attitudes?
Yes, 5 aggregates or
Yeah. รูปเวทนาสัญญาสังขารวิญญาณ is the 5 khandha. And you know the meaning already, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay, I will pass it and go to the next slide.
All good time.
Okay. This is khan 5 khandha. When we separate it รูป and nam, we can see รูป is rupa. It is about the body as you know. And when we see nama, or we can separate it for เวทนาสัญญาสังขารวิญญาณ
All of mine.
Yeah. And I'll show you next for the example. And you know that when we see the picture, this picture is rupa and use our eye is rupa. Now vinyan is occur. This vinyan is jaksu vinyan because it's occur in eye. Right? You know this already, right?
Yes. Yeah. It's your perception of the form.
Yeah. Then vinyans or vedana occur. Vedana occur is sukh, thukh, neither sukh nor thukh. This is a vedana. And then you can see sanya is a remember.
Yeah. remembering, yeah, your memory, yeah, and then the brain is making some activity or thinking really
Yeah.
about that.
Sanya, remember this picture is baby. He
Yeah.
remember. And then Sankhara is a brain activity and create anything or thinking. This is Sankhara. Now we complete this five khan.
five
Yeah,
five
five.
khandhas, yeah.
And then when Rupa is disappear, but it's still in our mind.
It's still in our mind, right?
It's still in our mind. Vedana is working, Sanya is working, Sankhara is still working, and then it's our mind. Now Vinyan is occur. Occur, we know that this Vinyan is Mano Vinyan. Can you see in the bottom?
Yes, manavinyan, yeah. Yeah, I understand at this point. Yeah,
That's good. Can we go to sound? Sound is loop, and yes, so we call this is Sota Vinyan occur, right?
yeah, perception of sound, yeah.
Until sound is gone, then Mano Vinyan occur. We still remember sound.
Remember sound and the song name and yes.
It's a Mano Vinyan occur now. It's the same.
This is a good explanation this way, because when you see it disappear, you understand you still have memory and still label in your mind and still song sound.
Yeah,
The mind is still thinking about it.
yeah. And now auto is a loop, and we use notes is loop too. And this is Kana Vinyan occur. It perceive that
The
smell.
smell.
And Vedana Sanya Sankhan is working. Now, when smell is here, but we can still remember smell. It's the same. Now, Mano Vinyan occur. Mano Vinyan can occur in
Many ways.
uh,
So it is so true. You remember the smell of some good food that you had.
yeah, there's some good food on the taste like it's a Chiha Vinyan occur.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's appear Mano Vinyan is occur again. Yeah, that is good. Now Rupa is about
Same.
skin or touching of
Yeah, touch.
this is a Kaya Vinyan. We call it a Kaya Vinyan occur and Vedana Sanya Sankhan. When this appear, now Mano Vinyan is occur. it's it's just like Mano Vinyan is more more than another Vinyan. So
It's
why we
good.
have so many thinking?
It's good to keep repeating it, because in fact it really if people are listening and they don't know the concept so well, every time you repeat it they go, right, it's the smell or the sound name or the activity or the satisfying or unsatisfying feeling or smell. It's good to repeat it that way.
Yeah, that's good. Now we know that Mano Vinyan, what is happen, and we need to know what is a difference between Sati and Mano Vinyan. Just as we practice Arupachan in step 3, we need to liberate Vinyan, right? You can remember we need to liberate
Correct.
Vinyan and come to the bank. That's
Now,
a very hard
that is a very yesterday, last night, many people from Muse community, because they know that you are teaching me, they asked me many questions about maths calculation and heartbeat sensation, and they understand that. But of course, when they make the next step, emptiness, blank mind, they understand the idea, but it's very difficult for some people to actually do that.
Yes,
Make the mind go blank. Maybe for Western people, that is the hardest thing. And many people said questions like, oh, but maybe I get bored in a blank mind.
Yeah.
And another person said, but it's impossible. There is always thinking.
No.
And then another, it's not, of course, no. When you experience it, you know it's very possible. But that is hard for Western mind. Eastern mind, maybe I have an Eastern mind because I was trained for many years, like in Zen or in some Vipassana or some Tibetan Buddhism technique of emptiness. So I understand how to do it, but I can do it maybe naturally. And many Western people, especially strong psychology people, they say, but if you don't think, nothing exists. And I said, yeah, it is when your thought stop. I said, if you haven't developed like a good awareness, for example, abdomen rise and fall, if you don't know that perception, then it is very difficult for you to go deeper beyond breathing, for example. It's hard. So this question is very powerful for people.
Yeah.
Very, very good, very deep question.
Yeah.
Because you know that some people think emptiness. So they close their eyes and they go, oh, look, I'm not thinking. I'm not thinking. It's empty.
Yeah.
But I say, no, no, you are thinking about emptiness.
Yeah, you're right.
You understand? You understand what I mean? That is very.
I understand this.
So
If someone knows about the difference between sati and mano vinyan or thinking,
yes,
they can separate it, and
they
they
can.
got
Yeah.
awareness. Awareness is sati. When they got awareness, they think they're thinking, but
yes,
that is awareness. That is a sati.
Yeah.
But they think sati is like a thinking, but no, sati not like a thinking. Just awareness. Know yourself, but not thinking is just a state. But
I am. Yes, but I was just because I wanted to ask you, what do you think is the simplest example to help people understand this difference? Sometimes I think if you ask people to watch the thought, sometimes that does help. Then they know there is a watcher of there is their thought, and they can watch their thought come up, and then there is a small space that if they are still and silent, sometimes they can perceive the space is not, there is no thinker there. I'm very interested in this point because for many people starting, this is the most difficult concept to understand.
Yes, it is very difficult because they think sati and mano vinyan is the same.
Yes.
When they're thinking and they got sati, they can use sati to observe mano vinyan.
Yes.
Sometimes when sati occur, mano vinyan disappear.
Yeah, exactly.
That is like have to practice.
It's practice.
See the real thing that they are when they have state. Just like they think a lot, they don't have state until they got state. Oh, this sit. They do samadhi. They do arupachan. That is mean they have state come back. When they have state come back, mano vinyans maybe still occur, and then
still
you know that this mano vinyans still occur. Sometimes when they have state, mano vinyan disappear. When mano vinyan disappear, it means bang. But
yes.
If they cannot separate state and mano vinyan, it's hard to go to the blank
Correct. Very hard. It's very
Yeah,
hard.
yeah, yeah. And if they can if they can understand about if they know the real thing นะสติ is สติ and มโนวิญญาณ is occur when have something in their mind and
Yeah.
วิญญาณ is cast or วิญญาณ go to the thinking that is like a วิญญาณมโนวิญญาณ occur and they have
I,
to practice นะ
I,
practice and
I agree. That practice is just so important. That practice is the most important practice for that arupa yan understanding, because people can do. I have watched people do this. They do the maths calculation. Maybe they get dominant
Okay.
delta. Sometimes maybe they don't. And you asked many people a question. Oh, do you have something else that you are thinking about? And they say, no, just the maths. But I can see, and you can see, they are not totally 100% on the maths calculation. Something else has
Yeah,
maybe been bothering them. And
yeah.
So,
Because when they try to calculate, they have sati, right?
yeah.
Yeah, they know themselves they have sati, but they maybe they don't know they have sati, but they try to calculate. They have sati and samadhi.
Yeah.
If they understand sati and samadhi, they will know why need to calculate and get the delta up. But
That's right.
I when practice for episode 2, I don't want to calculate. I don't want to calculate on the step 2. Step 2 that for sorry, for episode 2. For episode 2
Episode 2.
that for step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4 is okay. But for
I agree. I
it's
agree
hard,
with you.
it's very hard. It's very hard for Arupachan. It's very hard, even though the master maybe go the long way นะ for Arupachan.
No, it's very hard because I agree with you. I have said to some people who struggle with the maths calculation, I said, maybe you can go back to counting your breath. Just count simple breath counting, or label, label the breath. Just so that you start to understand what sati is, because otherwise many people are trying to work out why you did the maths calculation in this way. Oh, how did Dr. Phai do this? I said, no, the point of doing the maths calculation is to develop sati and samadhi. It's not actually to confuse you. It is to it's the maths calculation. You have to practice it so it's very easy. 3 and 1 is 4, 4 times 3 is 12, 12 plus 6 is 18. Take the 8 and 1 is 9, 9 times 3 is 27, 20. Like very easy, because you don't even think about it, and you
you
can
don't have to think about it. That is the point. You just do the samadhi and still thinking, but no thinking about another thing.
Yeah,
that
correct,
is
correct.
And if someone is Buddhism, I will let him like monta นะ monta in their mind. Yeah, like Namo Tassa
Yes.
in their mind, not calculate, but use the monta.
Yeah, I agree. One lady said she couldn't do the maths calculation, so I said do the counting. And one gentleman said, "Oh, every time I do the maths calculation, I get a mantra. And I said, "Oh, do you study Buddhism?" He said, "Yes." And I said, "Well, use the mantra. Same as you."
That is the very, very, very good way.
Yeah.
Yes, for the Buddhism.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. If if we practice for Namarupa Pariccheta Yan, first yana, we can like use this Dhamma on the real time and get the value on this Dhamma. Then I said this is the enlightenment of Namarupa Pariccheta Yan.
I understand that. Yeah.
Okay.
So in real time, you can actually get the enlightenment of Namarupa. Yeah.
Yes, that's it. For the next yana, this is like a Paccaya Parikkhaya Yan. It means like a factor. So I try to use Paticca Samuppada. Do you know Paticca Samuppada? This Dhamma is very useful.
All Dhamma, yeah, the wheel of Dhamma wheel.
It means that all Dhamma occurrence depend upon another Dhamma. If this exists, that exists. I show you just like a circle, right? Like Vata Sangsara or Sangsara. Now I highlight on Avijja and highlight on Hope. You can see that we start from Avijja because Avijja occur, right? Then we have Sankhara.
Yeah.
Because Sankhara occur, then we have Vinyan. Because Vinyan occur, then we have Namrup. Because Namrup occur, then we have Salayatana. Salayatana is I know here. Because Salayatana occur, then we have Phassa. Because Phassa occur, then we have Vedana. Because Vedana occur, then we have Tanha. Because of Tanha occur, then we have Upathan. Because Upathan occur, then we have Hope. Because of Hope, we have Chati of birth, no? Because of Chati, we have Chala, Morana, Soka, Paritheva, Tukha, Thomanat, Upayat, occur. That is suffering occur.
Yeah. So in the Dhamma wheel or the wheel of Dhamma, that is one because Avijja exists, then Sankara, and so on.
It cannot stay alone, Dhamma,
Cannot stay alone.
Yeah,
you're correct.
Any Dhamma is one Dhamma can maybe upon another Dhamma or many Dhamma.
Yeah, it is called dependent or origination. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
It is like seeing into. I explained this one day to somebody. I said it is like seeing past life. Everything is dependent on birth. So, and because of birth, there is suffering. So birth and suffering give rise to, that is dependent origination too. The cycle of birth and death and suffering. So I understand. I think this. Just a comment here. I am familiar, but not very familiar. But I understand the cycle of Dhamma. If somebody doesn't know these, maybe they get a little bit confused. But it's important for them to know. It's okay for.
I get really confused of this Dhamma. I cannot understand what is happening on this Dhamma. It's so like this is birth and still be birth again. What happened? So I try to explain for today. Go to a detail a little bit. Because of Avijja, because of Avijja, father and mother have sexual intercourse, right? And get baby, right? Get pregnant. We call that is Sankhara occur. Sankhara is like a feton. Because mother have the pregnant, it's small, very small Sankhara. Then after 2 or 3 weeks, nervous system or brain system will develop. so เวทนา sorry วิญญาณ is occur right and then
that
when they go
I
up
think this is
when
then your
baby
mind
grows up,
and form baby grows up and form and brain
it can precise now have so until they have nose eye ears tongue now is complete when complete of the sense five sense they have phassa or they touching or they taste or they listen to the sound that is because of five sense is complete when they have phassa they got vipassana after that they got vipassana sukha tukha like a previous slide we show
yes that's when the real five senses and insight can happen, right? Knowledge and insight and five senses at that point can come because
yeah
Dr. Phai, because a very interesting thing happened to me when I was only 2. I had a dream that I was a Tibetan monk, and I had the dream every night at 365 days. I had same dream, and in the dream I was walking on a bridge and I fell into Om and light, and every day I went to sleep and I dreamt same dream, and my parents thought I was maybe brain problem, so they took me to many hospitals but actually I was just maybe past life memory was coming.
yes
So for many, so it is maybe around this point, maybe I'm not sure, but maybe. I asked the Dalai Lama. I asked the Dalai Lama about the dream, and he said to me that I needed to practice, dream yoga, where I go into the dream and I am aware of myself in the dream, and then develop clear light practice inside the dream. So I have tried this practice for some years.
I see
So please continue. It is just interesting.
I see and I have the answer I have the answer okay good what is the next slide นะเวทนา occur then they have to satisfy they need it more right that is the ตัณหา occur when ตัณหา occur they need it belong to them อุปทาน occur
then upatan.
อุปทาน occur now this is a very important what is a pop what is a pop pop can be like you said it's the next life or this life too in this life can be many pop right sometimes you like an evil sometimes you like an angel sometimes you like a Buddha this is mean pop in this life but for sometime it can be another life this is the pop pop and chati is mean birth or happen sometimes you can be the Buddha it mean happen chati is happen or birth in this life นะ and then you got chala morana it means stay and can be disappear like a อนิจจังนะ and got the suffering
I think the way you have explained it is very good for people to understand birth process and through senses and then into pop and then into suffering. It's a very useful understanding because it's clear. Everybody can relate to birth process and beginning with father and mother and then ending up with suffering. That is a very good, deep insight.
and then you can see that this Dhamma when you practice on the real time นะ you can use this dhamma to reduce your to reduce the กิเลสตัณหาอุปาทาน and talk the next slide and when I come back I need to
okay, yeah,
and come back. Okay, now if we don't have suffering, if we don't need the suffering, if we don't need the suffering, we will think about it. Chala and Morana, or death and elderly. If we don't need suffering, we must have this first.
yeah,
Then suffering not occur. If we don't have Chala Morana, we must have this. We must not have this. Must not have this. Yeah. And then Chala Morana.
won't occur.
Yeah. Hope is again. If we don't need chati or birth or rebirth, we must don't have hope. And for the circle is just like that. Yeah.
That I understand.
Finally, avijja. Why avijja is very important? Because if we can change avijja to be avijja, avijja disappear. Just have vijja.
Yeah, just vijja, not avijja.
Everything gone. Suffering gone.
I understand that. If you really understand birth, that if you understand that birth is the cause of all that cycle, then you can really have deep insight. I was today I was thinking about meeting you, and I was meditating on many lives through all time, and I thought, it doesn't matter. There are so many lives that we worry about just now, some problem, but it is so tiny, maybe not important at all. So this cycle is very, like you say, if you don't have suffering, then you won't have all those things. And vijja and avijja are maybe the most important.
Yeah.
That is where the true insight comes.
Yes, change avijja to be vijja.
Yeah.
And then everything disappears. No rebirth again. And no suffering. Sorry, no suffering.
It will be our last time completely.
Today is just knowledge, it's not enlightenment. Now I will show you.
Just knowledge.
This is a question. How to have hope on earth? You can see hope is here, right?
Yeah.
The left hand side hope is the yellow. Now you can see on the Mars. I like hope on Mars. How to have hope on Mars? Because we know on the Mars not have the living thing, right?
Correct.
And how to have hope on Mars?
Yes, so there is no living thing on Mars.
Yeah.
So there is no birth.
Yeah.
So and if there is no birth, there is no suffering.
Yeah. And how hope can happen on Mars? That avijja occur in Earth. Avijja occur in Earth. Somebody have birth on Earth, and then they go to Mars. And they have tanha and upatan to create hope. And then they may create some building, and then they have children in that building. or chati occur, and then suffering occur again. So the next question is, this Pope is new, or this Pope is same on the earth?
Yeah, it is. It is not this. It is not the same. It is the same if you
Yeah, it is
start
the same.
a whole. Yeah, if you
It is
start
the
the
same.
whole cycle, it is the same.
Yeah, it is the same because they still be human. Half of them is a human. Right? Just
Yes.
like that,
So if
change the home, change the country to rebirth.
yeah, exactly. You are just change. It is like just changing country. You
Yeah, they
there
still
is no
be
difference.
human. They still be human. They
Yeah.
not be like a jail, like a god. They still be human. It's the same
Yeah.
home, but it's a different home.
Yes, exactly. It is like changing countries. Just
Yeah.
same.
You can see this in the next year after the maybe million years later, nah? Can be can have this, but it's not new Pope. It's the same. It's a still
yeah,
be.
yeah. It's not new. It's same cycle.
And for the next yana, samasana, samasana we need to practice about Laksana is a three characteristic. You know, anicca, dukkha, anatta, I know, right? Now,
Yes, I do. Yeah.
we will use this anicca, dukkha, anatta with the rupa. Rupa, we have five khandha, right?รูป
Yes.
นา
Yeah.
สัญญาสังขารวิญญาณ and then uh, when this occur and disappear and mano vinyana occur and disappear, it mean that occur, stay and disappear. As you know, I know that this
Yeah.
is the anicca, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's the
Anicca.
same.
Yeah.
When rupa occur, can disappear, and mano vinyana occur and disappear, is occur, stay and disappear with the five khandha. It's the same. All the five
Yeah.
khandha is the same.
All same. Yeah.
Yeah,
All
it's
all
the
the
same.
same for all five.
That's we call this is anicca, occur, stay, and disappear, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So it the yes they this statement, nothing belongs to you, that is the real key of this,
Yeah.
because when you see that, when you really understand, for example, like a thought or a smell, or let's take smell, that it occurs
Yeah.
and it stays and then it disappears, that is of course anicca straight away. It is, you know, that it can't belong to you. If it occurs and it stays and then it disappears, then it is anicca. It, if you really see that, not just knowledge, but if you,
Not just
if
knowledge.
not just knowledge, but
See
if you
on the real
actually
time.
experience,
Yeah.
real time.
Yeah. When
I
Kamarupa occur, you see is occur, stay and disappear. Yeah. If you
that is,
sorry.
sorry, no, go, you
If
go.
we see on the real time, anicca on the real time, when namarupa is occur, you see it's occur and it still stay and then it disappear. If you see on the real time, that means you can get this enlightenment. And you see it
I,
and you get the value on it. You did not thinking on it. It's just like anatta. Nothing is belong to you. That's it. Nothing belong to them. That is the value. And then,
yes.
so I have the question. Uh, we know anicca and we know anatta. Nothing belong to you and you belong to nothing.
Yes.
If
So
you
if
think
you,
you are Buddha or God, what is happened?
then you are thinking. You have gone back into thinking.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is not the third enlightenment. This is, you are just thinking that you are, but because that is sometimes what happens. You are deep in meditation and you have insight,
Yeah.
and then you think, oh, I've done it. But actually, oh, I am a Buddha, I am enlightened. But if you think you are enlightened, then you are not enlightened. You
uh,
are, yeah,
yes.
because that the true insight is anatta,
Yes,
no self.
anatta. Yes, anatta. The true insight is anatta. Even though he is a Buddha, he just occur and
Yeah,
stay for
it
a
just
long time and then disappear.
disappears. Yes.
Buddha is like a anatta too, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Have
correct.
anicca, have dukkha, have anatta. Even though Buddha, right? God, I don't know about God, but I think God may be the same.
God, I think maybe God is the same. I think it is only men who are trapped in suffering who
Yeah.
call God God. But God doesn't say, I am God. It is it, that
Very good.
is
Okay.
that then, yeah, then God is trapped in form. God is trapped in namarupa. And
Yes,
yeah,
yes, yes.
yeah, it is. So I
So
understand.
if you know this on the real time, just like
And
it's on the real time, you are not belong to anything, and nothing is belong to you. On the real time, and you get value on this. That means you enlightenment on this
the third
samatha Yes,
samatha, yeah. Yeah, I understand that
this
one.
is very important, because we uh, talk about it
Ah,
before.
yes, yes. This is. I learned many things from you about this, because these are imperfections of insight, not perfection. I, sometimes I thought when I have illumination or very calm or very blissful, I thought, oh, I am perfect, but no, imperfect. I understand that.
Yeah.
I really I understand that even mindfulness is an imperfection of insight.
Yes. But it's a good, nah. It's good, nah.
Mm, mm. Good.
Opath or illumination is good. Yan, wisdom is good. Piti, joy is good. Passathi,
Pity. Yeah.
good. Sattha, pakaha, upatthana, ubekha. 129 is so good. 129 is so good.
Yep.
129, sorry, 129 is
Yep.
good. It's a good vipassana.
Mm.
But when Nikanti occur, or fascinate, or cranking, or clinking,
Yeah.
or
Clinging,
occur,
attachment, or
yeah.
yeah.
When this occur on Opat, on Yan, on Piti, does it mean Vipassana is occur?
No.
If someone
So
trap, if someone trap on this Vipassana, they don't need to practice for another step. They just stay on this, and they,
correct.
yeah, got
They will be stuck on this step
yeah,
because they will. Uh, this is something you helped me so much with this, because now a lot of people talk to me and say, "Oh, is uh, vipassana actually, is it rapture, piti?" And I said, no. Piti is good, but if you get stuck on piti and you think that is it, I am enlightened, it is enlightenment, then you are number 10, nikanti. You are preoccupied with joy. And we all, especially in the West is very form based. It is very rupa.
Yeah.
So Western people often cling to something that feels good, like joy or bliss or fervor, even sada, religious fervor.
Yeah.
Oh, this religion makes me feel very good, so I stick to it. But that is all nikanti. So so you helped me understand this, and I have been much more mindful, upatana, and more upeka, equanimity. I practiced, and
I'm practice this, and I this is my experience. I did not improve myself because I thinking on this so long time. I don't improve my vipassana I just thinking on this, and then when I look at the sutta and I see, oh, I thinking it
yeah.
for a long time. This is Buddha, very like a he has enlightenment, so we need to follow him, right?
Yes, very, very true. And it's very true, because often also when you are beginning, you practice a technique, then maybe you get piti, suddenly joy, and you think, oh, this technique gives joy, so I must stay there. And you just go, you keep practicing. Technique equals pity, back and forward, and you can get stuck there for a long time.
Yeah,
And I noticed that many people ask me questions. Is enlightenment joy? And I think, no, joy is good, joy is pity, but
yeah,
it is not enlightenment, but it is a factor in enlightenment.
yeah,
It is part of the path to experience joy and understand it and then develop insight. But it is not enlightenment, because
yeah,
people want to, especially the West, it is hard for people to they want a label. Enlightenment is a word equals joy, or
no, no,
you know no.
enlightenment not like that, not equal.
No, but that's what people are looking for, that kind of quick answer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, I
Okay,
understand.
now we don't tap on the vipassana. We go the next jhana. Next jhana is the Pankhayan. Pankhayan is mean nama rupa is deterioration. Deterioration, what does it mean? When we are the young man, we have the black hair, and then when we old, we have the white hair. Just like uh, oh yeah, when we are the young man, we clearly sound is so clearly, but for today it's not clearly now because we are the elderly. That is
Yeah.
a uh, deterioration of the loop and noun.
Yeah.
Okay. And we know that, oh, it's occurred to me.
Mm.
Okay, I know on the real time. And then I see the value of this jhana, and I got the enlightenment of the Pankhayan.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Pankayan, because that is the key, right? To see the value of it.
Yeah.
If you withdraw, if you go recoil, go back from and say, oh no, I can't be enlightened, then you can't, then you haven't seen the value of Rupanam, of Bankayana.
Yeah.
Bankayana.
Yes. Some
So
when they get older and older, they have more suffering and more suffering, right? They don't know this is a jhana occur, and
this is Ayana. Okay.
yeah, if they know that, they will uh, know the value of this jhana. Oh, I'm old. I close to die. I do many things. It's good, 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 and I can't die. That's a
Then
good.
they know the value of it. Yes, yeah, exactly. That there is great wisdom in Bangananyana. Yeah.
The next jhana is like Payayan. Payayan is the horrify of roop and name. When we close to death or when we have injury, small injury, we scare of the roop name. Like our hair is up, go up, and
Yeah.
we very scared
Yeah.
on the roop name. Roop name is so like a horrify like that. That means we know this is the Payayan. This is very hard to know that yan.
This is hard to know, and
Yeah.
I was thinking about this, yeah, and in dreams, sometimes you have a horrified dream. If you can realize in the dream
Uh,
the value
uh,
of this horrifying dream,
uh,
this is very helpful to
yes,
Bayayana.
yes, you're right.
Mm.
Or some kind of someone have the accident, car
Yeah.
accident. They drive the car and close to the accident. They scaling. That is a
Mm.
real time. When our scaling of the accident, that mean Payayan is occur. And if we know
Bayayana.
that is a Payayan on the real time,
Yeah.
and they
Eh,
get the value of, oh, Nama Rupa is very horrible.
yeah. Yes. Yeah, that is, of course, that is the difficulty, right? To have that in real time. That is
Yeah.
maybe more difficult, uh, more difficult, Yana,
For some people who practice
for some.
Vipassana.
Yeah.
The next is Atinavayan. Atinavayan is mean Nama Rupa is punishment on us. Punishment us. We take care our body very good, take care, shower is cleaning it, and then they punishment us. They make us die. They make us
Mm.
sick, right? This is root and punishment or disadvantage. This is hard
Yeah.
to explain or not. This is you clear.
No. It's clear. No, I understand it, because I think to be able to see the value of Adinava Yana is difficult,
Yeah,
but the understanding, I understand it. It is a very, it is a bit like from horrifying to punishment.
yeah.
They are both, when in real time, they are challenging. That is,
This
if you have already a good practice with calm happiness, then it is not so challenging. But if your mind has not reached calm, happy state, then you will be very frightened, and in this one you will feel very punished.
yes.
And some people I talk to, they don't want to come to earth because they think earth is punishing them and is so much suffering, so they want to leave. And sometimes people who have suicide thought or
Oh,
so on,
not
they
the right way. Not the right way.
yeah,
Not
they feel some punishing, too much punishment, so they can't see the value of that kind of suffering.
when we practice, we can enlightenment from the passing of death.
Yeah. Yes.
We have to see the outside. Now I need to say that Vipassana-Nana just like sitting and close the eye. when we use a lifestyle, we working and we go to anywhere or go to the hospital, we see someone sick and we can get Atinavayan from another person who gets sick, and we see someone die. We have Atinavayan occur when see some people die.
Yes,
Uh,
I
because when you die or I'm die, I cannot see this jhana because I die
no.
already.
No, I agree, and that is why, you know, some of the practices like meditating in a cemetery
Yeah,
or is actually quite useful, or meditation on dissolution of the body in stages from skin disappearing, muscle
yeah,
or bones. It is actually quite useful
yeah,
practice
yes,
because you can develop calm awareness, even though
yeah,
that it is difficult.
yeah,
It
yeah,
seems like punishment. Mm.
yes, yes. And then as you see, as you say that Nibbitana Yan occur were valiness. Very boring for samsara. This
Mm.
yan is occur. When you feel like you practice vipassana yan and then you feel like very boring samsara, you have to know in the real time, on the real time, that is nibbana yan occur to us.
Yeah,
Oh, I see. I got this yan and I enlightenment of this yana already.
yeah.
And
I
mhm,
I do notice in Western world, this one is very strong for people. They get very bored and they tell me, oh, my life is boring, or I am so bored with the world, or the world things I have no value for me, you know. So I say same thing. This I say, have you considered the value of boredom?
yes, that's good. That's good. That's
Yeah,
good.
like this.
Yeah,
And they say, no, no, there is no value in boredom. No, I say, you are bored, so there is great value in boredom. You can
yes,
learn
yes, yes,
so much from
yes,
this.
yes, yes. If,
Nibbidana,
yes, if they
Nibbidayana.
practice vipassana yana, if they practice vipassana yana, you can bring this. This is a nibbidana yana occur to them. That is a good because it is one of the very good, very very good. As the Buddha, he boring in samsara, right? Then the next jhana,
Yeah, yeah,
munchitu kamaya tayan. Munchitu kamaya tayan. This means try to escape because boring in samsara. So try to escape. These are two free from evil. This is
yeah,
occur on the real time. If someone see this jhana occur, that it means enlightenment and got the value, nah? But not just like see to escape and kill themselves. It's not good. Not the
no, no, no.
not. It's a long way to practice. The right way is see that and needs to uh, free from evil.
Yes,
Yeah.
I was speaking to a woman who told me of she had an experience where it was in a, I don't know if it was dream or vision or real, but she had an experience where somebody killed her in her dream or vision.
Mm-hmm.
And so she had a strong desire
Mm-hmm.
to tell people about this evil of this practice. And I said to her, that is a very good value. If you can see the value,
Mm-hmm.
because she said, what value? Why did I have this dream or this vision? And I said, actually, you had the dream
Uh-huh.
because it is helping you to see the value
Uh-huh.
in wanting to be free from that kind of evil.
Yeah.
That is that's what you're seeing. That's what you're enlightening that,
Yeah.
if you can see it that way.
Yeah.
Most people are just scared. They have repulsion. They no, I don't want that. But I said there is great value in those kinds of
Yes. Yes.
factor. You can, it makes you desire to be free from this evil and
Yeah.
help people to be free from that kind
Yeah.
of evil.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's
Yes.
very good.
Now the next jhana is Patisankhayana. Patisankhayana is mean that you come back again to practice more and more because you need to escape, right? Now
Yeah.
you come to practice more and more and more. After you boring, you practice Vipassana and you get boring, you need to escape, and then you come to this Vipassana. You can get the value. Oh, I need to practice more and more.
I
And
need to practice.
yeah, this is a Patisankhayana. Patisankhayana, when we practice, we will know, oh, Thailand is the nature. Took of the Thailand is the nature. Took in Thailand is the nature.
Mm.
Everyone
I,
can escape. From the first
yes.
time we try to escape, right? But
Yeah, correct.
yeah, for, when we practice this jhana, we know we cannot escape. It is the nature. Thailand is the nature.
Yeah, yeah. I always say
Yeah.
to people like real estate, real estate, they say location, location, location. But this yana is practice, practice, practice. It
Yeah.
is that very deep, seeing the deep value of you can't escape. So practice
Yes. Yes. And
and
when
practice.
yeah, and then when they say they cannot escape, this is like Thailaksana is a nature. How they do with the nature, they have to put their mind on the right way, on the right track. Put it on the middle way.
Yeah.
No took, no suck with it. Just know that this is took, this is took, this is okay. Or for example, when uh, yeah, or for example, you will get sick or injured. You know that is the tukha in Thailand. Then you put your mind on the middle way. We call it ubekha. No sukh, no tuk so much. Just put on the right,
On the middle way.
on the
Yeah.
middle. That's
Yeah.
it.
So yeah. I that and if you have practiced, I mean, going back to number 10, if you have done practice, 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 and you have enlightened Patisankhayana, then you understand the true value of reflective contemplation. When you get to 11, then you know that you can use the insight of 10 to help to help put your mind on the middle way. If you haven't practiced, it is very difficult
Yeah,
to put your mind on the middle way.
yes,
Maybe impossible.
yes.
But if
Someone,
you
yeah, someone gets sick, get sick, and they have suffering. Someone gets sick, but they still be happy because they know to push their mind on the middle way.
yes, yes, that is the power, right, of practice, is that it is that point of knowing
Yeah,
to put your mind there. It is that point. If you have never developed that point where you know, okay, I put my mind here again and again, because you will keep having some suffering if you have sickness or injury.
yeah,
But if you keep putting your mind there and your mind there and your mind there, it is very strong value that you can find.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a little question about this jhana. Nah? Sankharupekkhayan. When we got that, we know that tuk in Thailand is just like a nature. It's occur stay and disappear. It's not belong to us like that. But
Correct.
but if we still have tuk, that not tukha in Tairak, it's tukha in Ariyasat. What does it mean?
If we still have dukkha here,
In
then
Ariyasat, tukha in Tairak is the nature. What is the tukha in Ariyasat?
in dukkha in the Four Noble Truths, then
It's not the nature because you
no,
create in your mind.
yeah,
You
you are
have
just making
making
the
in your
suffering.
mind. It's not nature because you create it in your mind. Took or suffering is incapable of satisfying. This happened because samutai is caught up to because they have clinging, they have desire, they have attachment on something in their mind, and then they got suffering. That's took in
It, that is to that a good example is when if you are thinking about number 11 and you are thinking about sickness and then you develop suffering thinking about sickness, you're not sick, but you start to worry about becoming sick and then you develop suffering even though you have no sickness. You are actually you haven't learnt the value of sickness, and in fact you are creating more suffering just in your mind from that.
Yes.
So
This is a took in Ariya Satsy. Then we need Nirodha as cessation of ending of these two to eliminate craving, desire. This is a Nirodha. Monk is like a practice on the Noble Eightfold Path. This is mean and this took. That's it.
yes, I think one of the powerful insights of practice into Arya Sat 4 is that you keep coming back to, you see that if you practice the Noble Eightfold Path in your moment-to-moment day, that makes your practice stronger. If you are just practicing meditation, but you are not really following Noble Eightfold Path, then
you got that point.
It's very out of balance. So I think the insight, I remember talking to some monks in Thailand, and I said, did you have insight about Nimit or Yana? And they said, actually, Yana gave us insight into Noble Eightfold Path. I said, oh, so they said, yeah, we suddenly realized the deeper our value for Noble Eightfold Path, that will end dukkha. And then practice is very strong. I said, oh, I understand. Because for Western people want very quick fix. Quick. So just, can I do 10 minutes meditation? It's enough. And I said, no, you cannot, because it is about your whole life, not just meditation. If you are drinking and doing crazy things and then you meditate 10 minutes, then you are not following Noble Eightfold. The meditation maybe, I hope, will awaken you to Magga. Noble Eightfold Path is actually the way to end the dukkha that you are suffering, or the dukkha you're suffering.
Yes. For Anulomayana, it's not happen on themselves. It means that go back to another yan before. Anulomayan is mean go back to Vipassana-Nana before, maybe first Vipassana-Nana, second Vipassana-Nana, Patankhayana, like that. It means use another for the previous one to make enlightenment. Okay.
I understand. This is the yan where you keep going back to make sure you have
Enlightenment.
fulfill enlightenment of the
Yes,
other
yes,
11,
yes,
right?
yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes, right. And for example, I use like a paticca samuppada. Paticca samuppada is come from the uh, ปัจจเวกขณะญาณsorry ปัจจยับปริคหัตญาณ oh sorry this is so hard it come from the Vipassana-Nana too นะ and you can see that it is uh, ปฏิจจสมุปบาท and this is very important to 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 eliminate like กิเลสตัณหาอุปาทานนะ when we talk about กิเลสตัณหาอุปาทาน oh we see here อุปาทาน and ตัณหา here right now we need to stop ตัณหา ตัณหา is here we need to stop ตัณหา
Yeah.
if we need to stop ตัณหา we can see rupa is
No.
already occur salayasana is already happened Phassa is just come from Salayatana. And then we got Vedana already after we have Phassa. Now we need to stop Tanha. We need to stop Tanha. How we stop Tanha when Vedana occur already.
Or occurred, yeah.
Yeah. Tuk, Suk, neither Suk nor Tuk occur already. We need to use Dhamma like Phala Phai, Insi Phai, because in Phala Phai and Insi Phai, we will need Sati, Samadhi, and Panya. When we have Tuk occur already, we need Sati, we need Samadhi, we need Panya to eliminate this Tuk.
Yeah.
Because Tuk in Arya Sasi occur because we create in our mind, we thinking on it, we craving on it, we uh, have to create, so we create in our mind. We need to eliminate this.
So really the key at these stages is sati and samadhi and vinya. That is really very, very important, which it goes back to number 10, your practice. You know, because in using Dhamma is so important.
We
right?
will talk for the next slide นะ about พละห้า and อินทรีย์ห้า to use for this condition to stop nanti to stop ตัณหา ตัณหา we know is ตัณหา we know is already do you know about nanti
No, explain to me more deeply about nanti.
Nanti.
Hold on.
What's that is mean nanti? It mean when you have sukh or satisfy, you have sukh and you stay in sukh, enjoy in it all the time, enjoy and talking about it and thinking about your sukh all the time. That is the nanti.
Yeah.
If you have tuk or suffering, you still be think you have tuk, you have suffering, you have thing, and you say, oh, I have suffering.
And you are talking about it all the time, right? That is still nanti.
That is a nanti. Yeah,
nanti. Yeah.
So we have to stop nanti.
Yeah, no, I understand that. And it is when we are either talking all the time about the good, amazing things or the suffering things. Either one is kind of the same nunti, right?
Yeah. Then when nanti occur, then upatan occur follow. So we have to stop nanti.
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
สติสมาธิ and ปัญญา that is okay we go to the next
I understand that. Yeah. I think just one thing that is just stopping on this a minute. One balance I am trying to find good balance to is in the Muse community. We, of course, many people share experience and graphs and da 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 da.
yeah
And you sometimes have said some people show dominant delta, but they have no inner experience to share, just dominant delta. So maybe there is calm, but not awareness, maybe, right?
yes
And then the opposite occurs. Some
yes
people don't have the graph, but they share many, many, many experiences.
yeah
And that is also Nanti, kind of, just, right? It is.
When they show like you talk about Dhamma you talk about Dhamma and talk about Dhamma it's not the Nanti
Yeah, that's not Nanti because you are talking about Dhamma, right?
Dhamma there but if you clinking on suffering you still clinking in your mind all the time thinking all the time oh I'm suffering when you talk to people oh I'm suffering I'm suffering that is a nanti or
That's
you
Nanti.
or you have a happy we will talk about the happy the next slide when you happy and you say oh you happy see some people oh I'm happy I still
Yes.
happy
That is also Nanti.
that is nanti but if you say about Arya Satsi I say about Satsi to Mr. A and talk to Mr. B is Arya Satsi talk to Mr. C is Arya Satsi it's not nanti
Yeah.
because you have sati samadhi and panya and say about Dhamma so nanti
I understand.
okay yes
And Nanti doesn't occur in that
yeah
one. Yeah.
okay
Yeah. I understand.
okay now Kotala Puyan I need to show you like a graph Kotala Puyan is like we have to evaluate ourselves have to know about what we are or how to say Kotala Puyan will make clear about ourselves
I understand. So 100% is Arahat, right? The noble, enlightened
yeah
being. Is that right? And then the other ones are when you maybe have some nobility or enlightenment, but you I don't know the other ones so clearly. I know Arahant,
okay
but
I will show
I
you
don't
the first
I don't know the other ones so
I
clearly.
show you about the first slide first for this is I call it Lokiyasu you can see the less
Yeah.
this text Lokiyasu is this graph show Lokiyasu 100% นะ in their mind นะ Lokiyasu mean like happiness with กิเลสตัณหาอุปาทานโลภะโทสะโมหะor ราคะ in their mind
Okay, that I understand.
okay and the next one is Lokutara Sukh Lokutara Sukh is mean that they completely enlightenment and Arahant or they reach to Nibbana already and this is happiness too but happiness without กิเลสตัณหาอุปาทานโลภะโทสะโมหะ is not occur in their mind they happy without the อกุศลธรรม that's it this is a Lokutara Sukh when
Yes, that
saw
one I understand
yeah
too.
when we saw Arahant is a
Yes.
happy have the Lokutara Sukh 100% but for like Sodaban just have 25%
Mm.
Uh-huh. Sakidakami
I understand that one.
have Lokutara Sukh 50%. 50% นะ and Anakami have 75%.
Yeah, so it's
yeah.
I understand too now. So Anagami is like 25% suffering and 75% happiness without passion, without anger, without greed, without and so on. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. When we know that we like Sodaban. Also, sorry, I need to say something about this. All of four bar is a Buddha or Buddha.
Yeah.
All of people in four bar, he is Buddha. Do you know why? Because like of okay, Arahant is a Buddha already.
Yeah.
For the Sodaban, he will come back seven life and be the Buddha.
Yeah.
And never change, never do something wrong in sin. And Sakidakami, just one life, go and die and rebirth again.
Rebirth again as a Buddha. Yeah.
Sakidakami is a Buddha too. And Anakami never reborn again, die and got to be Buddha and disappear.
Buddha then.
Yeah. All of this is a Buddha. So when we when I call someone who has like a Sodaban already, I call he is a Buddha, but he is Sodaban Buddha, and I know he still have Lokiya Sukh. He still have Lokiya.
Yes, he still got
5%. It's so much now.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah.
That's very funny.
But,
yeah, but it's very true. Yeah, I understand. 7 lifetimes, 1 lifetime, no more rebirth, and then already enlightened.
Yeah, and this is I thought that all of people is Buddha already, and we can learn from him. Nah, we can learn from him. The next one, and now if we see just like a number, we don't know who is it, who it will be. We see just only number, so we use like Dhamma is a 10 sangyot of either. If we know this Dhamma, we can satisfy or who is um, like a Sodaban, who is like a Sakidakami. We have to know about Sakkayatithi. First, Sakkayatithi is mean like a belief in a self and have egotism. If someone have egotism, it means he have Sakkayatithi. If he have Sakkayatithi, that means he not Buddha. He not, according to the first one, he not Buddha.
Come to the first one, and then
if he have Vipassana, doubt or uncertainty, especially about the Buddha awareness, he think Buddha did not have in Jesus, or some people don't believe. This is a Wikisicha. And next is Silapata Pama. I change the words because Silapata Pama is mean that someone practice sin and he using his sin for boastfulness or for fortune, get some money or get some property from another person because he practice sin. You know Sila.
Yes, yeah.
Someone practice sin because they need something.
yeah, I know Sila.
That is not Buddha. That is not Buddha. Kamma Chado or Kamma Laka is the 5 sense. Ayanos and still craving on this or desires on this is kama racha. Patika or payachado is like a make bad or doing harm to person, desire to injury, malevolence, ill will. This is like a tosa, nah? Someone have many
Yep.
tosa. he cannot be Buddha. He cannot be
No.
Buddha. Yeah. Now, Lupachado, I change this for understanding Lupachado like a craving on Lupachan. If he's still craving on Lupachan, he cannot be Buddha. If he like craving on Lupachan, he cannot be Buddha. Mana, conceit. If someone did not practice for cutting mana or conceit. You know conceit, what it means?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, conceit is when you
when
have
when you like you สวัสดีครับ he did
Yeah.
not สวัสดี you
he's just himself. Just like it is like the thinking sawadika, but why don't you do this to me? You know, I am the person of value here. You know,
yeah.
I am above you, and that kind of feeling.
Yeah. If he didn't know, it's okay. But if he know, you pay respect to him. You pay respect to him, and he did not pay respect to you. It means he have mana, nah? He have mana. If he know, you respect to him, and he never respect to you back. It means he have mana or conceit. He never practice to cast this feature. That means he is not Buddha. That means he is not Buddha. Okay. Next is Utthaja Kutkuja. Utthaja Kutkuja is like a distraction. Many things in brain. When you practice Vipassana-Nana, you use many Dhamma, and you use many Dhamma until you got anxiety. Right?
Yes, till you got inside.
Yeah, you have many Dhamma in there. You cannot put it down or let it go. You just Dhamma, you just thinking Dhamma. Is it like yeah, it's happened. Okay.
Yeah, that's funny, because that is, like you say, when you have many dhamma, you are maybe a little bit distracted, maybe.
Yeah. And the last one is avijja. The last one is
yeah, avijja.
Avijja. You know already know.
Yes, I know avijja.
Now we can
yeah, you can look and
use definition and see who is a Sodaban, who is Sakikakami, who is Anakami. Sodaban can cut Kaya Tithi, can cut Vikikicha, can cut Tirapatama. Already is gone. Or he think he can be Sodaban Buddha. For Sakikakami Buddha, he can cut 3 things and he just have like reduce Kama Raka of 5 sense. He can reduce, but he cannot cut it off. So he is a Sakitakami Buddha or Patika or Payachado. He can reduce, but cannot cut. This is a Sakitakami. For Anakami, can cut or 5 item previous. And then now Arahant can cast all 10.
Oh, 10, yeah.
Yeah. If someone say, oh, my master is Arahant, but he's still clinging on Rupachana, he don't practice Arupachana, or he's still clinging on Arupachana, you just know, oh, he's not Arahanta. You don't speak to him, nah. Just know.
I know. No, I have a question for you on this. It is something I have contemplated. the many masters, you know, if you look, I'll tell you a famous Tibetan master as an example, Sogyal Rinpoche, who wrote Tibetan Book of Living and Dying. He maybe had 9 okay, but kamachanda, sensual desire, you often hear of some master who has one thing remaining, you know, maybe challenge with women. They have, I have read many stories of different masters who the sensual desire is their most difficult.
On Kamachado, right?
Kamachanda, yeah, Kamachanda. So what do you think? Why is that the most, it seems to be very difficult even for some masters of, you know, different Zen, some Zen masters I've read had great trouble with this, Tibetan masters, some yogi, famous yogi masters have this problem to let go completely of kamachanda. So what do you think? Yeah. Where does the,
it's very easy because it's the nature of the man. If he have like a hormone, he still have like a hormone because he's normal man. He still have hormone on his brain. And Machado is very hard for him because he still have hormone.
Yeah, so that's
really
hard. You're right.
Very hard. This is a very very simple. When he get older, your hormone is very reduced, and then you can see the older can practice, can reduce kamachado better than the young man.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
This is the very nature. So don't worry about this, and you can reduce it. Even though you have white, you can see your white change, your form change,รูป and name. When she was a young woman, she's so beautiful, right? And you marry with her, and you live with her and stay with her until she the elderly. You can see something is not good looking now. Yeah, and you practice Vipassana and you see, oh, that is happened like a deterioration.
Like deterioration.
It's a Pankayan happened to my wife. That's it.
That is very
yes, and you can release this Kamachado because of you practice until you get the time is like your time is completely, and you can see Kamachado like a Pankayan. When I practice this, I see the beautiful woman. I will see like a Pankayan on herself. I can see like a Pankayan on herself. I can see like Payayans, like Atinavayans and Nipitayan on herself. And I see, oh, that is just that is.
Just that's it. Yeah.
I come back to my wife. It's not like another woman. My wife is still beautiful. I try to say, no, she's not beautiful. It's very hard, nah. It's very hard, nah. But
that is very hard. One practice I have is to see my wife like Guan Yin, or in Japan call her Kanon Sama, goddess of compassion, Avalokiteshvara, Chenrezig. In Thailand, I forgotten what the name is of the goddess of compassion. So I see her as that. So she practices and I practice to try to see each other as formless. But difficult. So I'm still practicing Kamachanda.
It's easy, nah? It's easy, but have to use time. It's a simple, but have to use time until you see your wife it's like a Pankayan occur.
Like a
Oh,
Pankyan, yeah.
yeah, it's like a Payayan occur. It's like Atinavayan occur on your voice, and you
Yeah.
get the enlightenment from this. And
From that.
Karma shadow will reduce and reduce and you can see when you practice Vipassana, Karma shadow is reduce. Karma Raka is reduce. But
I
it's
understand that.
very hard for someone who did not marry with the woman. It's very hard for him. If he is like an old man, like a monk who is an older monk, and when some young lady contact him, he have Kama shadow, and
Yes.
then he can be Arahant. Yeah. This is so sad because he never married with woman, and this
Yes.
is so sad. And it's something good and something bad on the way to practice. Nah. It's hard for us because our we have many things to do more than monks. Monk maybe he have a few things to do. He can practice every time, but we have work to do. We have a family to take care, so we work hard นะ for vipassana more than monk นะ
I understand that. Okay.
What is the next practice when you know you still have กิเลสตัณหาอุปาทาน or อกุศลธรรม still in your mind? This is
So what is the
yeah.
when then
When you come back to this, you can see the
Yes.
red bar still have in Sodaban, right?
yes, yeah, when you have that, then I would say that your practice is simply sati and samadhi and vinyat.
Yes, that's
You
good. That's good. Now, let's see. You have to practice Makhayan. Makhayan have, when I practice this, I use Potipakkhiya Tham 37. What is Potipakkhiya? It's many Dhamma in here.
many dhamma, yeah.
Many Dhamma in
This,
here. And when I practice first, I cannot remember. After I practice, now I remember it and
you can remember
know
many times.
how to use it, how to do it, how to deal with it. Is
So I know some or many of the names.
okay.
Just just they are grouped in different ways. Then I'm
Okay, I will talk a little bit. Is separate to seven group.
Yes.
Group one is Satipathan 4. You know Satipathan 4 already.
Yes.
Yeah, Kaya
Yes, I know sati.
That's right. เวทนานุปัสสนา จิตตานุปัสสนา ธรรมานุปัสสนา in สติปัฏฐาน 4. How to practice for สติปัฏฐาน 4?
It's to use those 4 practices, right? 4 dhamma.
Yeah.
Those 4.
For สติปัฏฐาน when we practice, when we walk, we have sati on our body. Our body is walking.
Yeah.
That is mean
And now-
กายานุปัสสนาสติปัฏฐาน That mean กายานุปัสสนาสติปัฏฐาน
Yeah.
Put sati on the body. And the important thing is you have to know that your kaya or your rupa or your body is not belong to you.
They're not belong.
Not belong
Yes.
to
Anatta.
him or her or is. It not belong to anything. And it just occur and stay.
And then stay and then disappear.
Disappear. When practice สติปัฏฐาน you have to use like a ไตรลักษณะนะอนิจจังทุกขังอนัตตา and then you can see the next is Vedana. Vedana is Sukha, Dukkha. Sukh, Sukh occur and stay and disappear too. It's not belong to you. It's not belong to you. It's not belong to him or her or it or anything else. Jittanupassana means practice by put sati on mind.
Yeah, sati on mind, chitta. Yeah.
On mind. You have Raka or not have Raka. You have Tosa or not have Tosa. You have Moha or not have Moha. You have something distraction or concentrate or have samadhi. That is just know it on the real time. Put sati to know it on the real time. And this is not belong to you. It's not belong to him or her or is or anything else. It just happen, stay and disappear. The last one is Dhamma. Dhammanupassana Satipatthana. Dhammanupassana Satipatthana is mean you put your sati on Dhamma. Just like you practice Vipassana, you use many Dhamma, right? And you have to put your sati on Dhamma too. And know
So
that.
just
Sorry.
sorry. No, please keep going.
And you know that this Dhamma is not belong to you. This Dhamma is not belong to him or her or it or anything else. This Dhamma just occur, stay and disappear too. Right?
Yes. So just to confirm, so just to get it in my mind clear. So really the Satipanyana is really one is the body, two is suffering, three is mind, and four is the teaching. And the key is to know that it doesn't belong to you, and when it occurs, then stays and disappears.
Yes.
You know that it doesn't belong to you. It is you. And so you are aware of either one, the body, or two, the suffering, or three, the mind, or four, the teaching. And you don't cling to any of it.
Yes.
And you put sati on each of those body, suffering, mind, and teaching. Yeah.
Just like that. But put sati on one thing, nah? In the four thing, you just put on one thing. You can put it on the four thing.
No.
One time, it cannot.
Yes.
On the one thing. Yeah, that's it. Oh, next is Samma Sanayan. Sorry, Samma Patan. Samma Patan. Okay, I see. When I saw the English card, Samma Patan 4. Samma Patan 4 is mean you have viriya or attempt to do the good thing, to release the bad thing. For the first one is Samma. Sorry. For the first one is Sangvarapatan. Sangvarapatan is mean you say no for the bad thing to come to your mind. No. And if it's come to your mind already, you have to pick it up and throw away from your mind. It is Pahanapatan for the bad thing. But for the good thing, you have to create to your mind. It's a kusolatham. Create to your mind. This is a Pavana Patana. The finally is Anurakkhana Patana is been when the good thing or when kusolatham is occur to you. Just maintain it. This is Anurakkhana Patana.
Yeah, so in summary, this one is really about good things arising or bad things releasing.
Right?
Yeah.
Attempt to practice all the time. And
the action,
practice all the time.
Practicing good action, because that is really being aware of the difference between the good and and bad things arising. Yeah.
Yeah. And the next is Itibat 4. Itibat 4 is mean the way to success. If you practice Itibat, you can reach to Nibbana because it's the way to success. How to success? First, Chanta. You have to love to practice. If you don't love to practice, you never practice, right? You love to reach to Nibbana, and this is a Chanta. After that, Viriya. Viriya is mean you have attention. You do hard job, you practice. This is a Viriya. I will use Viriya. I will use Viriya, and you know what does it mean, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, because it have many Viriya in Potipakkhiya Tham. Citta is mean you put your mind on like the way to Nibbana and think about the way to Nibbana. That is Citta. Vimamsa is mean you evaluate. You evaluate. All I do is wrong.
Yeah.
I don't calm, so I cannot release from the Kilesa Taณหาอุปาทาน I cannot eliminate Kilesa Taณหาอุปาทาน I cannot reduce Kilesa Taณหาอุปาทาน. So I need to practice from the Dhamma. I have to use another Dhamma to reduce Kilesa Taณหาอุปาทาน. That is mean you have Vimamsa, evaluate yourself all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So just to summarize, so one, chanda is loving to practice, and two is attention to the practice, and three is the putting your mind onto nibbana, and four is reflection or insight or evaluation.
Yeah.
You know, this number one is very important, I feel, because when I spoke to you, asked me to speak to Daniel, Daniel Nimrod. Yes, I actually I've spoken to many people because of you, and so thank you. Many people ask me questions.
Thank you so much for your guidance to help them.
It is I'm so happy, and I asked Nimrod. He showed me his graph, and I said, oh, can you tell me about your experience? And he said, actually I do pranayam, then I do mantra, but I can't get emptiness. And I said, number one, chanda. I said, do you love to practice? What is your feeling? And he said, no, just nothing. Just I like to learn, but practice is like no feeling. And I said, look, in the beginning, you need to develop a love of practice, because otherwise you will. I said, do you get bored? He said, oh yeah. So I said, well, actually, if you go back to this one, if you can develop a love of practice, then you will change your whole, this love of practice, then you will want to practice, then you will want to set your mind to nibbana, then you will want to, every time you practice, you want to evaluate, is that the right way to nibbana, to do this, to have boredom, or what is the value of boredom? Then you start to ask yourself those questions. So he said, I don't even know the basic part. Yeah, I said, maybe that's good value. You now know you don't know the basic part. So you can go and study basic breathing, counting, basic nama rupa, basic, what is that? How does the body work? Many people don't even know awareness of breath, just simple, they're not aware of their body like kaya nupassana. They don't know, they can't put sati onto body awareness. They don't practice that. Because I often talk to people and say, oh, okay, so you can, I look at the graph and maybe it's all like this. And I say, oh, are you bringing awareness just to every breath? Can you bring awareness? And they say, oh, it's difficult. I say, what about in your daytime? Do you bring awareness to your breath? They say, oh, no, never, just during meditation. And I say, well, maybe you can look at kaya nupassana or body awareness during your day, just when you're walking. Just become aware of, just do you know that you're walking? They go, no. I say, okay, then there is a very good practice to know you are walking when you are walking.
Yes.
Yeah, very good.
That's good, Bhakti.
So thank you. Yeah, I understand. Idipada.
For the next one is in C5 and Pala 5, you can see that the same Dhamma is the same Sattha, Viriya, Sati, Samadhi, Panya is the same, right? But when using this Dhamma, you can see that I use in the Arya Sati, in the Paticcasamuppada, right? I stop Tanha by using Pala and in C5. This is the Dhamma in Pothipakkhiyattham. And you can see Sattha is mean favors or belief on the way you do. And belief in Dhamma can reduce your Kilesa Tanha, Upathan, and can be calm. Believe that Vipassana can make you happiness without Kilesa Tanha, Upathan, and get calm. And the next is Viriya. I will explain again. Viriya, you know already. And Sati, Samadhi, Panya, you know already. But difference of the Insi-Phai and Pala-Phai is
what is the difference?
Pala-Phai used to protect the bad thing come to you. Yeah. Insi-Phai is mean you have something bad in your mind and you have to pick it out and throw it away by use Insi-Phai.
I see.
That's different a little bit.
So so just to confirm, Andrea 5 is when there is something bad and you're getting it out, but Bala 5 is to protect from.
Protect you from that thing. Yeah. And the next one is Pochong 7. Pochong 7 now, Sati. You can see Sati in many Dhamma.
Many Dhamma.
Sati is very important. So the next one is Dhamma Viraya. Dhamma Viraya is mean like a Sati Pathan 4. Dhammanupassana Patipathan. Dhamma Viraya is mean like a use Dhamma to analyze, to apply to our lifestyle, to synthesis, to get the value of that Dhamma. This is like a research on Dhamma to reduce Kilesa Tanha Upathan. This is a Dhamma Viraya. And Viriya is again now. Viriya.
Yeah, again. Sati and Virya. Pity, joy. Virya, attention. Yeah, they are many times.
Yeah. And when you practice Vipassana-Nana, you get the Pothipakkhiyattham and you reach to Pochong 7. Piti will occur. Passathi will occur. This is good, nah? This is good. But remember, it can be Vipassana.
It can be. Yes. If you cling on. Yeah.
And samadhi ubekha is like a push. Ubekha is push your mind on the middle way. No,
The middle
so
way.
bad,
Yep.
or no so good, or no so sad, or no so happy so much. Just put it on the right way, on the middle way.
Yeah.
Now, the last one is mark egg. Mark egg. Mark egg means practice on the right way. Some Samma it means do the right way. Samma Titti, first one. Samma Titti means you like believe in Ariya Sasi and practice for Ariya Sasi, practice for ไตรลักษณะอนิจจังทุกขังอนัตตา practice for enlightenment to the อิทธัปปัจจยตาธรรม that is mean do the right way and if you have อวิชชา that is not good นะ we cannot say สัมมาทิฏฐิ we say มิจฉาทิฏฐิ if someone have อวิช
If
ชา
somebody has avisha, yeah.
Now,
I understand that.
next is สัมมาสังกัปปะ it means thinking with the positive thinking with กุศลธรรม thinking no harm people thinking no to make some people hurt thinking about the good thing and next is สัมมาวาจา สัมมาวาจา is speech or talk no lie to people no talk to make some people feel bad that's it and สัมมากัมมันตะ สัมมากัมมันตะ is mean making or doing or behavior that they show สัมมากัมมันตะ is mean you practice like do the good thing no kill human no kill animal no make human hurt or make animal hurt or no steal property from someone not have a sexual intercourse with another person just only allow for your wife just only one person that is Samma Kammanta next is Samma Achiva it's very important นะ Samma Achiva you have to do work what's the kind of work you do
so you
have to do work because you need to feed yourself to take care of yourself to take care of your family to take care of the society you have the work to do you need to do job this is very important if you don't have this mark is not complete
I understand
someone need to practice samadhi all the time don't want to do job is not good นะ
I understand that I'm very lucky I work with children in musical theater and also I am writer so very nice beautiful calm happy kind of job and you are lucky you run your meditation center so
I'm a like a reseller of Mewtwo in Thailand
you're like what a reseller of
Muse I reseller Muse I sell I buy from Muse and then I sell in Thailand
you're a reseller of Muse
Muse
the headset
but it's one or two per month
that's okay
that's okay I do the job and I'm happy so much when I can sell it okay the next one is about Samma Vayama Samma Vayama is mean like you go back to Sammapathan form Samma Vayama is mean you have to Viriya you need Viriya to say no about the bad thing and say, good, it's come. And so try to see in your mind if still has something good, or you have to uh, maintain it or substance is in your mind. That is good for the Samma Vayama. No, Samma Sati, then Samma Sati. You can see Sati again. Go back to Satipatthana 4, Satipatthana 4. This is it. Samma Samadhi, the last one. Samma Samadhi is mean you have to practice Rupa Chan, Arupa Chan, and Vipassana-Nana. Sometimes you practice Rupa Chan, sometimes you practice Arupa Chan, sometimes you practice Vipassana-Nana. That is okay. Just not do Vipassana only, but try to change and practice. Because you need to tell somebody. You need to tell somebody to practice. Like you have to practice three methods.
Three methods. I have a question for you about that. Do you think it is advisable to separate? Some people say, can I practice Rupa Jan and Arupa Jan together? Yeah. I say in the beginning, maybe you have to practice separate.
Yeah.
Rupa Jan and Arupa Jan.
Yes.
Because
separate. Yes. For the beginning, for the beginner, separate, because they don't know what is Rupa Chan and Rupa Chan. Have to
correct. Have to separate, and then
when you expert, you can practice Rupa Chan, Arupa Chan, and Vipassana in the 1 second.
Good. Yeah, that is what I also found. I mean, I am not at your level of expertise in Vipassana-Nana, but I can practice Rupa Jhana and Arupa Jhana easily, maybe. And I can put them both together or separate depending on what I am helping people with.
That's a good question, but when I practice Vipassana-Nana, I practice Vipassana-Nana 1 to 16, and after I finish 1 to 15, I practice Arupa Chan. Maybe I practice Arupa Chan, or maybe sometimes I practice Rupa Chan. It's up to my condition.
Yeah. I understand.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. Thank you. I understand that.
And the last one is when we group of the mark 8, we have 3 groups. First group is about Panya. Panya have to is Samma Titi and Samma Sankappa. This is for Panya. And Sin have 3 is Samma Vaja, Samma Kammata, and Samma Achiva is a Sin. And the last is Samadhi, Samma Vayama, Samma Sati, Samma Samadhi. This is the Samadhi. When someone talk like that, Sin, Samadhi, Panya, it mean Makha, Makha. Yeah.
That's Makha. I understand that. So it is, just to summarize, it is really doing the right way, and positive thinking and positive speaking and doing good things and doing good work and doing good things in the mind and doing good awareness and doing good samadhi, those things, right?
Yeah.
It's really practicing the Eightfold Path, but with very special, putting special awareness on each one.
Yeah. Cannot practice only Samadhi, like you said.
Yes.
Cannot practice only Samadhi.
You cannot just practice only Samadhi. Maybe some people I know want to do it. I've been in some groups where they say the right way is just to practice only Samadhi. But then many people are just sitting, trying to do samadhi, and they're not achieving any good things in the world just for themselves.
That
Yeah,
someone think
so
practice only samadhi can achieve to Nibbana. Someone
yeah,
think
yes.
but now the next jhana is Phala. When we practice Makhayan is mean practice. After that we got the result. Result is Phalayan occur. When we practice, we got the result.
Got the
Makhayan
result.
is
Yeah.
practice. Phalayan is the result of the practice. Now we talk about the result. Result is the Nibbana. What is the way to Nibbana? When talk me to someone think, oh, you can see in the picture, man and woman do the thing, right? Do like a tambun in Thailand, nah? And they do the good thing. The man do the good thing, but he think he will give something back. He will give something back, and maybe the next life, not this lifetime.
Not this life.
You think he tried to do the good thing, he tried to do the big thing, but for the next life, and he can get rich, and he can have the bigger house or have the beautiful car like that. And when we see the woman, she do the good thing too. It's the same, but in thinking, he think she needs to do the good thing because she needs to eliminate กิเลสตัณหาอุปาทานราคะโทสะโมหะ That's it. He just
That's it.
to reduce it, to reduce กิเลส
To reduce it down to just this one simple thought, right? Of I understand that. That is, in many ways, when you practice and you have very pure thought, you realize that sometimes the most powerful, pure people are actually quite simple. They have very simple thought. Maybe they just ask this one question: what is the way to Nibbana, while they are giving something.
Yes, the way to Vipassana is try to do with
the right
eliminate กิเลสตัณหาอุปาทาน โลภะโทสะโมหะราคะ from their mind. That
from
is
their
the way
mind.
to Nibbana. If they do another way, it's not go to Nibbana.
Yes, yeah, exactly. So you got to eliminate all the other ones. Yeah.
And what is Nibbana?
It is
know the way to Nibbana. Know the way to Nibbana. And now, what is Nibbana?
It is when all it is exactly what you showed with the woman, where there is all the other aspects are eliminated, so only that remains, only that awareness of the Buddha nature remains. And you are not, and there is no self. It is nothing belongs to you.
Yes,
and you know that the Buddha also arises and stays and disappears. So even that doesn't belong to you.
Yes.
So then that is where you are at, and it's a very simple state.
Yes, very simple. When we talk, what is Nibbana? If we talk with someone, they have to create Nibbana so beautiful, like a
beautiful
place in the animation of China. They create Nibbana is so beautiful, right? That is not Nibbana. That is not Nibbana. Really. Nibbana is like you can see Sodaban have a Nibbana a little bit, and then Sakadagami may have Nibbana too, and until Arahant have completely Nibbana, that means they have Lokutara Sukh. They have Lokutara Sukh. กิเลสตัณหาอุปาทานโทสะ
Yeah, so they're
ราคะ
freedom from passion and anger and greed, and
Yeah.
so they have eliminated that
Yeah.
those
but they have
ignorance.
โลกุตละสุขนะ they have happy นะ happy without
Happy,
กิเลสนะว่า
yes,
but still
happy without passion. So it's very middle way
yeah
happiness.
yes that is Nibbana
I
okay
understand. That's very clear.
yes it last ญาณะ is a ปัจจยะปัจเจเวคขณญาณปัจเจเวคขณญาณ is mean that how to living with Nibbana when you can be Sodaban when you can be Arahanta how to living with Nibbana because you have Nibbana already reach to Nibbana already right how to living with Nibbana
Yeah.
for yourself you just need food water air and habitation or house clothes medicine for a few and you can stay and you can have a life and then you can living with Nibbana not so much
Simple.
yeah someone he cannot have more food he have a small house he have he have a few clothes he think he cannot happy he think he needs to work hard he have the suffering from his job because he needs more money that is not Nibbana but even though you are the poor man you can get Nibbana right
Correct.
yeah but for the like a millionaire for the person who is a richer man rich man he have more food more more
Yes, more of everything.
he have but he still have Nibbana if he know that the way to Nibbana
Yes.
and he can have the power more power to sharing right that is
Much more powerful sharing.
yeah for another person now we have to sharing we have to send the metta love and peace and the kusala tham to society to another person even though he is a poor man and he got nibbana he can share as he can right yeah this is
Sharing is, without sharing, then everything is just for yourself.
yeah
And it is so important to share, especially when you know that nothing belongs to you. That is the true value of sharing,
yeah
is you really understand how important metta and love and peace and are.
yeah yes and this is enlightenment for Paccavekkhana Yaan. I this yana occur to me from my experience นะ I know this yan from my experience
Yeah.
when I
I can
practice
I feel that from you very strongly, this yan,
when I
because you always give so much with kindness to me and many other people.
and now you see today is just knowledge not enlightenment
No, today is just
it's
knowledge.
not the real time it's not all the real time you have to get yana all the real time vipassana yana all the real time
I understand. I truly understand, really. I'm very grateful. It's very clear.
and finally nibbana is here and now like Buddha said it's here and now right
Right. It's very,
not for the next flight nibbana not
no.
for the next flight it's here and now just like today I very happy นะ
Oh, I'm very happy too. Thank you so much.
Thank you
ขอบคุณครับ
Butter thank you you too and I will send the file to you can you open with the PowerPoint
Yes, so I can open PowerPoint fine.
that's
PowerPoint
good
is good.
if I send the PowerPoint to you you can change the wording in
Yeah.
English and something you can change the picture as you want นะ and
Oh, it's perfect. It's good. I much prefer your words, and then if I explain anything, I use sometimes my words when people ask me a question and say, "Oh, I don't really understand that," but your words are very beautiful. So it then the essence of your presence and your sati is right there,
ขอบ
and
คุณ
your
มาก
samadhi.
ขอบคุณมากครับ ขอบคุณมากนะครับบ๊ายบาย
Hi, Krunka. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you
Thank
so
you for
much
your kindness.
Thank you so much
Thank you, Dr. Phai.